Hi, I'm Sasha from Bali Interiors.
And hi, I'm Sheila from Bali Interiors as well. Nearly 10 years ago, I moved to Bali and I had this idea of starting a business, and I came up with the idea of starting Bali Interiors. Pretty much within 4 months of arriving in Bali, I decided to start this Instagram page. And then in COVID, actually, that's when my business expanded, and that's when Sasha came along to the business because I needed some help.
So Bali Interiors is a media platform now, and we create original video and photographic content, as well as written articles, long form video, short form video. Sheila at first did absolutely everything. She was a one-woman band for 5 years, working so many hours every night.
We had this conversation and I said to Sasha, I would love to have a boutique hotel one day. And he said, we can't do everything. You have to choose one. We can either have a home or we can do the boutique hotel.
We decided to create our own home here. So we hired an architect, spent a lot of time designing it and built the home, which took about 2 years in total to build. But there's also the issue of where are we going to live? As we were converting this home, a residential home, into a hotel. So we had to move out, and we found a small local house to live in 3 or 4 minutes away. And then we were able to do quite a few different renovations inside what was our home to turn it into the hotel that you see now.
It was really tough. I'm not gonna lie, I cried a lot. Why do we have to do this? But obviously it was my choice and my decision, obviously our decision, but didn't mean that the decision was easy. I still suffered through it, and waking up here is literally like a dream, but I'm okay.
I didn't cry so much. It wasn't so difficult for me. I was quite happy.
He was fine. Okay, so we did the renovations in 2 stages. We did one just over a year ago when we moved out, and we were holding some of the retreats here, so we kind of had to turn a little bit.
Some structural
changes.
Close walls, open other walls, with a view to making this 5 separate rooms rather than one large residential villa. Another renovation where that was more of the aesthetics and the interiors.
So the second stage is when we really changed the flooring upstairs. We created a kind of like a second pantry for the kitchen to make it more better for the chef, the in-house chef, to work here. Put all the wallpaper, we painted all the walls and ceilings. We changed the marbles in the kitchen, in the bathrooms. We changed the flooring in 3 of the bathrooms, did a change at the entry as well, the floor as well. We brought more furniture, just changed the furniture around, and created the spa room and also the workshop room. Before, the workshop room was supposed to be a photographic studio, which we never really used for that. It was kind of the big gudang. And so we moved everything out, and now it's actually a proper workshop space.
Yeah, there were some challenges. Obviously the renovation in itself, or the 2 renovations, were quite challenging because in Bali things never go exactly to plan, so there were delays. And then there was the issue of pressure testing the facility. There was a little bit of trial and error to see how we could make it work, but fortunately the house survived, and our sanity survived as well, as we were able to make sure that the hotel can cope with the demands that it faces at the moment.
Pretty much I think we have it all under control now. It's a good time to open a hotel because we've now been tested.
I think for me the challenging part was learning about the structural integrity of a building as we were trying to solve problems that we had never encountered before.
That was incredibly stressful. Then once we got someone from outside to come and do a surveillance of the whole building, and it actually was fine. And we did some changes to make things better, but it was safe.
Structurally solid.
Structurally solid, which was my worry. Afterwards, with the third kind of renovation or second renovation, once you have contractors in, like, you just have to watch them like a hawk, because the moment you take this up to someone, they go and do whatever the hell they want, and you come back and you're like, what just happened?
Quite remarkable for me to walk in and remember that this used to be our family home, but now it's a stunning boutique hotel. So I have to give all credit to Sheila for that transformation. In the same way as she dreamt up the design of the house many years ago and wrote it down on serviettes and random bits of paper, this is what she has created. So round of applause to you.
We were thinking, what are we gonna call it? We thought of calling a completely different name. And actually a friend of mine said, just call it Bali Interiors something. Link it to your brand. We're gonna call it maybe BI House. I wanna have the word design on it because that's the center of the core of this hotel.
I think people know what they're getting when it's called
a
design
house.
Yeah.
And it is. We put a lot of effort and care into the design of the space and try to make a design focus as much as I could.
I think of it in two different ways. Firstly, I'd like the design community, just like any other person, to come in and be inspired by the space. But I also want it to be a place where the design community can gather and share ideas and kind of turn this space into a hub where more creativity can be generated within the people who appreciate and love beautiful art and design.
So the whole point of the hotel wasn't just to have accommodation only. Thousands of hotels in Bali and thousands of accommodations in Bali that offer that, and that wasn't the point of it. The point of the hotel was to foster creativity and connection. So I wanted to create a space where people could, people in the design community, in the art community, to come and stay here and connect with other people, to start conversations, to think of different ways to collaborate, to connect. Recently, we just had the first industry dinner, and all the things that I envisioned, and it was just happening right in front of me. But it was a conversation, not just of hi, how are you, but a way of helping other people grow and manifest their dreams. One of the core elements of this hotel was play. I feel like as adults we lose the ability to play. Bring that possibility of play again without any consequence on the outcome of the project. So just play for the sake of playing, and I think as adults we don't get those chances anymore. I want to see people coming here and choosing to come here for those reasons that I explained earlier, for connection, for creativity, for interaction, for the love of design and art, and really appreciate the love and care that we put into making this place.
This is a really beautiful boutique hotel, and I think that people who appreciate art and design and interiors will love staying here, will love collaborating, will love playing and enjoying their time.
If you love art and design and anything to do with homewares and architecture and anything in that space, we would love for you to come and stay with us
At the BI Design House.